As I talked with my friends, I made an astounding discovery. 80% of them were unhappy with their lives. I feel as though I've wasted my life and I'm halfway through it, they said. I don't know what my life is all about. Now, I was privileged to go to Yale, and we were standing on a summer evening in the middle of Yale's old campus, and the people that I was speaking with were privileged and highly educated and financially well off and in positions of power. And 80% of them were unhappy with their lives. Who was happy? The 20%? Well, we had studied literature and Renaissance rhetoric, and we were the theater people and the history geeks. We had studied classes for the joy of learning, not because we thought they were going to direct us to a specific job. We still got jobs. We were living our lives expansively with life's ups and downs, and we did not feel that we had wasted a single minute. And as I spoke with the 20%, the happier 20%, I discovered that each of them knew something about their life purpose because they knew 5 things: who they were, what they did, who they did it for, what those people wanted or needed, and what they got out of it, how they changed as a result.
Hey everybody, you heard it straight from Adam. 80% of people within his class reunion, they were not happy. These are people who went to Yale, the top 1% in education. You know, these people come from a wealthy background, and they themselves were not happy. But I'm gonna help you be a part of that other 20%. But before we do that, please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit that like button. You know, it really helps with the algorithm. And you know me, I'm all about exponential growth. So let's get into it. In a world full of distractions, you know, with the internet, social media, our cell phones, it's more important than ever to be focused. How many of you guys are just writing life's journey? That used to be me. I was a part of that. Let's change that, man. Like, I'm talking to my fellas, to my ladies. Take action. We need a change in society, a cultural shift, a change in mindset. We need to be better than ever. And if we want to continue as far as the human race, you know, a lot of people are headed to Mars. Well, I want to stay here on Earth. I love Earth. Rather than escaping it, let's try to fix it. I'm not rich, so why shouldn't you listen to this random guy on the internet? I'll tell you why. Because you can learn from my mistakes, from all the problems that I went through. That way you don't have to go through them. And trust me, that'll be a huge advantage itself. How did I get sidetracked? Like many of us, especially young men. I got distracted because of the girls trying to impress somebody. And rather than trying to impress somebody else, focus on yourself. Build yourself. Everything else will work out. People will follow you once you know how to lead. And I'm not blaming the girls. This is my problem. It was my issue. I just didn't know how to deal with it. Also, my parents, they did not prep me for that. As far as like I said, I'm not blaming my parents. They're hardworking people, but you know, this wasn't taught to them, so therefore it wasn't taught to me. But thanks to the internet, thanks to YouTube, Google, and all this stuff, there's so much information that we have access to, and it's never been easier than ever. So this is how I'm going about it. Hopefully you guys can follow in my footsteps as well, or you know, even better, find your own footsteps and fucking kick ass. But don't be a victim of other people, of circumstances. There's no excuse for it anymore. Before we get into the 5 steps, let me add something to what Adam said. And the biggest thing you can do is write it down. Here you see I have it written down. So let's get into it. First question, who you are. Second, what do you do? Who do you do it for? What do they want or need? How do they change as a result? Now let's go through this together. And I'll give you 5 seconds to answer on your own. First, who you are. Correndo. I'll give you 5 seconds. What do? I podcast my experiences. Who do you do it for? For the viewers and those who need help. What do they want or need? Advice on how to be happy, how to be in a relationship, how to be successful, and just good old entertainment. Alright, ready for the last one? How do they change as a result? I help people overcome their depression, fears, and allow them to pursue whatever it is in life they demand. Ready? That was the last one. Your turn. Now let's put it all together. Who you are, Correndo. What do you do? I podcast my experiences. Who do you do it for? For the viewers and those who need help. What do you want or need? What do they want or need? Advice on how to be happy, how to be in a relationship, how to be successful, and good old entertainment. How do they change as a result? I help people overcome their depression, fears, and allow them to pursue whatever in life they demand. Really simple. This is what people went to Harvard, Yale, Penn, Brown, all these Ivy schools, and they couldn't figure out their purpose. We just did it. Thanks to Adam, we did it in under 5 minutes. Really simple. So, let's get to it. Write it down. It's a huge benefit if you write it down. And put it somewhere, put it next to where you sleep. That way, when you wake up in the morning, you read your purpose, go about your day. Before you go to sleep, you read your purpose, unwind, take it, and go to sleep, right? That's what we need. It's really simple. I'm telling you. I've been breaking my head all this time, and when you're broke, I pause at these moments because I have this habit of calling myself poor, or I had this habit of calling myself poor, but poor is a mindset, and broke is being temporary. I don't know where I can't remember where I heard that from. I believe it was Dan Pena, but that's really important. The way you talk to yourself. I talked this in other videos. You gotta build your confidence, especially if nobody else has done it. My parents have done a great job, but there's some things that we're missing, that very important things, especially if you want to create wealth. I'm a very happy person. The only thing missing for me is that financial part. But I'm working on it. We'll get there. I hope this helped you out, and I'll leave the link below. Once again, subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye, everybody.